We discussed earlier about publications that are important for understanding and interpreting the iconography of Padmasambhava in his most general, his most common appearance. And we talked about a book called Tantric Practice Enigma by Ketsun Sangpo Rinpoche, translated by Jeffrey Hopkins. And it was done some years ago. Quite some decades ago. But this, I believe, is really a very, very good, very clear description. Now, the book is actually a commentary. It's a commentary to another publication, which is the parent publication, a very, very well-known and important text called The Words of My Perfect Teacher by Patrul Rinpoche, and that was done in the 19th century. And it was basically a very long, a very, very extended teaching on the common and uncommon preliminary practices of the Longchen Nyingtik, which was developed by Jigme Lingpa in the mid to late 18th century. So the Words of My Perfect Teacher have this section where it describes the appearance of Guru Rinpoche. And so the Tantric Practice Enigma, to me, is more concise and more clear, but I believe it's chapter 6 of the Words of My Perfect Teacher goes into more detail, although I believe it can be a little bit confusing for students that aren't as experienced with more wooden translations of Tibetan texts into English. But if you're looking for even more information on the appearance of Padmasambhava and also some small description of the meaning and the appearance of the copper-colored mountain against which Padmasambhava is often pictured, then the Words of My Perfect Teacher and the translation that I prefer is by the Padmakara translation group, and I believe it was done in 1994. There were some manuscript unpublished versions that were circulating a little bit before that time. And there's, I think, at least one other translation that has been done. But the Words of My Perfect Teacher by the Padmakara Translation Group, this is the one I'm familiar with. And this has information on the appearance of Guru Rinpoche that is used by artists for creating of paintings or sculpture or murals. So you can press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the Himalayan Art Resources homepage.